Hi everybody, I'm Matt from the Art Therapy Studio, and we're back with another weekly Expressive Art Thursday art task today. And I have a guest with me today also.
Hi everyone, my name is Arcelia. I work at the Cleveland Museum of Art as a gallery teacher, and I also work with teen programs.
Thanks, Arcelia, for joining us today.
Of course, I'm excited.
Cool. So what we're going to do today is we are going to be using arts, and we're going to make a piece representing dot art. So that's simply using any type of base to apply colors on. So we're going to use supplies today, and I'm going to show those to everyone, and we'll just kind of go through what we're going to use. So I'll bring my camera down. So what we're going to use today is we have just paints, so any kind of colors that you like. They could be acrylic paints. If you have any type of other paint at home, that'll work too. And we have found objects for our dot art. So I found some rocks just kind of around my house that I have. And these are going to be the base. And for my painting tools, I have just some Q-tips. And I also found some paper clips. Arcelia, what kind of art tools do you have?
So I found some leaves from my front yard that I actually ripped off right before this. I just took a bobby pin out of my hair because I thought it'd be nice for some smaller dots. And then I just grabbed a ton of Q-tips from the bathroom. For my colors, I have some of the primary colors set up here. So
awesome. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll get started. So we're going to start with our base piece. So I'm going to just pick one of these to work on. And let's see. Just kind of find a surface that you like to work on. If it's multi-surfaced, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use dots for our art. So I'm going to start with probably my Q-tip. And what we're going to do at home, folks, is really just make dots, but we're going to create an art piece out of it. So it could be more free-formed, or if it's an actual image you'd like to make on a surface, you can. But we're just going to start making dots. So let's see. Just take my piece there. And you could vary the thickness of the paint. You can add a big dab of paint or a smaller dab to change the boldness of the color. Let's see.
this is so satisfying.
I know, it's really really calming once you get into that motion of applying dots.
So I noticed that you and I have some different colors. There's no right or wrong colors that you need for this type of activity?
Good question, Arcelia. Nope. Really just kind of what you're looking for with the art. You could pick colors at random. You could stick with primary colors. If you like to blend colors, you could do that also. A good question. There's no right or wrong. Whatever.
I didn't think of blending colors. That's gonna have to do that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try that too. Let's see. And I can already tell, I've done this a few times, the amount of paint kind of changes the look of the dot. So if it's a really heavy dab of paint, it's not as kind of transparent on the surface.
Hmm.
Whereas a heavier dot, you really see that paint drop.
It's kind of fun to just let what happens happen.
Absolutely. Yeah, we don't always have to have a plan in mind when making art. It could definitely just be random, and that could be good enough.
Yeah. How did you guys come up with this type of activity?
This one, I think I found from a colleague of mine. Um, just really simple with creating arts from just a simple shape. So using anything around your house, any kind of found objects that will make a circular or dot shape.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I could have found a lot more.
Yeah, definitely.
So many things will make just a simple dot design. And then you could use that to fill in a space to create an image, or like I mentioned, just creating a piece of art at random where it doesn't have to look like something. We can use the art less in the just kind of visual part of it where it doesn't look good. Art doesn't always have to look good and have a plan. It could just be what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I like your pattern so far.
Thank you. I was inspired by the green of the leaf, so
Yeah.
decided to go into some green. I really like being able to paint on objects that you could easily find.
Yeah, it's nice to get away from paper sometimes.
Yeah. Something about like natural objects, like the rock that you have and the leaf, kind of make you, I don't know, think about what you're gonna make differently. It's a little bit more organic.
Yeah, I like that word organic, definitely. And I like how, like you mentioned, Arcelia, with the rock and the leaf, where the surface of it is organic. It's not going to be flat like a sheet of paper.
Yeah.
You really kind of work with the base piece of your art more because it's not flat and there's
Yeah.
changes to it and things like that. Do you have any favorite types of art that you like to work with, Arcelia?
Hmm. I feel like I've really been enjoying actually writing lately.
Okay,
Not so
yep.
much
Writing's a form of artwork.
visual art. Yeah.
Oh,
I also love dancing. I think dancing has been super important, especially in this quarantine situation that we've been in.
yeah,
Just moving and listening to music has been really nice.
cool. I like the physical part of that where, just like you mentioned with the quarantine, we may feel like we're just kind of stuck and we can't be so physical. Um,
Yeah.
I like that outlet of being able to be physical through dance. That's
Yeah,
really
I feel like that's definitely what this project does as well, is it gets you out of your head and into doing something. Kind of gets you out of overthinking, I feel like, especially with the thoughts that you have to do. Something about just repeating something gets you out of overthinking, I feel like.
absolutely. Yeah, it definitely takes that kind of pressure off of us where we're just making dots.
Yeah.
And I like this too with using really non-traditional things. So instead of paper, we're using more nature found objects. I like
Yeah.
to using non-traditional painting tools such as Q-tips, um, paper clips, things like that, just to show that we don't always have to create with what's traditional.
Yeah. I feel like it's activities like these that really show you that anybody can do art. You don't have to be an artist to be a creator. You don't have to be an artist to be creative.
I
And I
completely,
really appreciate that.
yeah. Wow, the pattern with the changing colors on yours is coming out awesome.
Thank you. Just keep blending. You inspired me to blend.
Yeah, this can really open itself up to just any kind of objects in nature. Like you said, the word organic.
Yeah.
There's so many possibilities with art materials in nature.
Love that. I love the colors on your rock.
Thank you. Yeah, I like more cooler colors, so blues, greens, things like that.
I kind of like that some of the dots aren't coming out fully with paint. Kind of looks cool.
Yeah. I don't want to overdo it. I need to have a stop for myself. That's really cool. Wow, yours came out so cool. Just the the spacing between your dots and just the color changing. Really interesting to look at. Wow.
It was really fun to do. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I just kind of went with it.
Yeah. Same here too. I was just really just experimenting making dots and
Yeah.
different, definitely blended a lot of colors. But it's cool just taking that surface and it totally changed it.
It's so pretty.
Cool. Thank you. Well, I think that's a good stopping point for today. Okay. Well, I just want to thank you again, Arcelia, for joining me today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. This was really fun to work with, and I hope you had a good time working on the art.
Thank you. Yes, I did.
Awesome. Thanks, Arcelia. Have a good one.